This video is about partial fractions, question 4. Let's have a look at 4b. Let's stretch that a bit so we can see all of the parts of it. The question is an improper fraction. You can see we've got 48x squared over 12x squared. So the guidelines say state the problem and then create a proper fraction. So let's have a look at how we would do that. Y is equal to 48x squared plus 183x plus 167 over 12x squared plus 37x plus 28. So what I'm going to do is multiply the denominator by 4. So I'm going to get 48x squared, and 4 times 37 is going to be 60, 74, so that's 148, so 148x, and then 4 times 28 is going to be 56, 112, so that's plus 112. And now what I need to do is to modify what's left so the thing balances. So we had 148 there, we've got 183 there, so 183 minus 148 is 35, so we've got 35x, and then 167 minus 112 is going to be 55 plus 55, and that's all divided by 12x squared plus 37x plus 28. Right, so if we added all these bits back together again, we'd have 148x plus 35x, which is 170, 183x, which is where we started. And if we add 112 to 55, we'd get 167, which is where we started, which means that we can now simplify this. Now, if you look at this bit here, because we multiplied the denominator by 4, we can write that bit as 4, and then it's going to be plus 35x plus 55 all over 12x squared plus 37x plus 28. So this is now a proper fraction, it's not an improper fraction, and this is a constant that we're going to ignore for a while. Okay, so let's put that into Babbage. So we'll copy the question and paste it into our answer, and we need to put a bracket at the beginning of the numerator, a caret in front of the 2, so it's a square, 183x plus 167, close the bracket, divide by, open a bracket, caret in there, and then close the bracket. And am I right? So far so good. Right, so now we can say that that is equal to 4 plus, and we had 35x, so we need a bracket, 35x plus 55 divided by the same numerator, the same denominator, so I can just copy and paste that in there. And are we right? Yeah, we are. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore the 4 and just work with the rest of it, which is this bit here. So I'm going to copy that, Control C, and say that y1, so it's y underscore 1 is equal to, and we'll just paste that in like that. So we're now just using the proper fraction, and we're going to solve that in the normal way. So rather than go through that, I'll just cut to the chase, shall I? Right, so I've gone through this, so I've got A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 5. I'm now going to put that into the sanity check equation, which is here. So I'm going to get 5 outside, 4x plus 7, 4x plus 7, plus 5 outside, 3x plus 4, 3x plus 4. And that is equal to, so I've got 5 times 4x, so that's 20x, 5 times 3x, that's 15x, so that's going to give me 35x, and then I've got 5 times 7, which is 35, and 5 times 4, which is 20, 20 and 35 is 55, so that's plus 55. Okay, so I've got 35x plus 55 there, 35x plus 55 there. So my sanity check balances, so I'm happy with that, which means I can now cut to the answer, which is that y, not y1, this is, I'm coming back to here, y is equal to 4 plus, and I'm just going to copy from here and paste that in. A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 5. And am I right? Yes, I am, and there's the tick. And that's how you solve an improper partial fraction.